Hi students, this is Miss Cassidy, going over the first set of vocabulary from Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. Please remember that while you are watching and listening to this, you're taking notes on the word, the part of speech, the definition, and the example. Please pause when you need to, and use the closed caption option also. Our first word is abomination. This is a noun, something that is despised or abhorred, extreme loathing, or shameful. An example is that it's an abomination to be cannibal. People despise cannibals, and societies give them long prison sentences. Abomination. Abhorred. Shameful. Number 2 is arduous. This is an adjective. It means something that's hard to do, requires much effort or continuous physical effort. For example, chopping down a tree and then cutting it into smaller pieces that will fit inside a wood stove is arduous work and often requires multiple people and multiple days to complete. Arduous. Like this golf tournament on the left, arduous. On the right-hand side, walking up to the 95th floor. Arduous. Number 3 is atone, and this is a verb, to make amends, make reparation for a sin or a mistake. For example, when a court requires someone to do community service for a crime, they're requiring the convicted person to atone for their mistake. So something that they have to do. Atone. Number 4 is capricious. This is an adjective, given to sudden and unaccountable changes of mood or behavior. My cat is very capricious. One moment she wants to be loved and pet, and then the next moment she's attacking my hand and clawing into my lap. A few moments later she'll want to be pet again. I never know what kind of mood she'll be in because she is capricious, unpredictable, erratic. Capricious. Number 4 is deftly. This is an adjective, so it describes someone or something. Dexterous, nimble, skillful, or clever. For example, with his wrestling maneuvers, he deftly pinned his opponent in a 5-second match. If you blinked, you might have missed it. The people sitting next to me said he's going to state. Deftly, an adjective, to describe someone or something. Move in a skillful manner. Deftly. Number 6 is haggard, and it is also an adjective. It means looking exhausted and unwell, especially from fatigue, worry, or suffering. For example, the homeless couple that walks from town past my house to the campground every evening look very haggard. I'm not sure they have any clothes other than the ones on their back, or whether those have ever been washed. Haggard. Looking exhausted, fatigue. Haggard. Number 7 is incipient. It's an initial stage, something that's beginning to happen or develop. For example, he is an incipient chef and spends much of his evening preparing and cooking meals for his family to learn better techniques. I think his family has ordered delivery pizza 3 times in the past 2 weeks because of his incipient skills in the cooking world. I'm sure he'll get better with practice. Incipient, beginner. Number 8 is meager, an adjective, lacking in quantity or quality, a meager amount. On Halloween, I slipped and broke my wrist after the 3rd house I visited. My candy supply is looking very meager. Low in quantity or quality, meager. Number 9 is mirth, and this is a noun, gladness and merriment, usually accompanied by laughter. I was full of mirth when my parents threw me a surprise 16th birthday party. I don't think that smile came off my face for a full 2 hours. Mirth, gladness, merriment. It's a noun. Mirth. Even Shakespeare used the word mirth. Number 10 is an antonym of mirth. Number 10 is plaintive. It's an adjective. And by being the antonym, it's the opposite. So plaintive means expressing sorrow. I was plaintive when all my birthday party friends had to leave me and I had to help my parents clean up the birthday party mess. I wanted to hang with my friends for a few more hours. Plaintive. Sorrowful. Antonym of mirth. Plaintive, expressing sorrow. Number 11 is poignant. It's an adjective. Remember, poignant, the G is silent. And definite is deeply affecting or touching. The Las Vegas shooting attacks are very poignant for Americans as we realize we are a culture that is becoming accustomed to hearing about mass shootings in our country. Watching short video clips of the terror and hearing about the victims of the attack are particularly sad. Poignant, deeply affecting or touching. Garfield cartoon. I love the old country songs, Garfield. They were so poignant. This one's called Times Were Hard, So We Ate the Cat. So that's what poignant means. No, that's not what poignant means, Garfield. Poignant means a deeply affecting or touching. 12. Provoked. Provoked is an adjective. Incited, especially deliberately, to anger, feel indignant. I told my dog not to go near the porcupine, but the porcupine became provoked at the dog's continual barking in close proximity. If she hadn't gotten so close or barked for so long, this may not have happened. Provoked. To be provoked. Adjective. Purposefully to anger. 13 is prowess. And prowess is a noun, mean distinguish bravery, superior skill, or ability. Can you identify which word that we've already discussed is a synonym of prowess? If you said number 5, deftly, you are correct. However, deftly is an adjective, meaning skillful, while prowess is a noun. So they mean similar items, but they don't often, you can't just take out one word and plug in the other. You might have to change your sentence. So prowess, distinguished bravery, superior skill, or ability. So you can have prowess, or you can act deftly. Her amazing basketball prowess led her team to victory over all the teams in the region, and therefore they were headed to state. She earned MVP during the region tournament. Prowess. Prowess. Distinguish bravery, superior skill, or ability. 14 is repentant. It's an adjective. Can you identify which word we've discussed is a synonym of repentant? Repentant means apologetic, guilty, remorseful, or recognizing you have done something wrong. So the synonym that we've already discussed, if you've identified number 3, atone, you would be correct. However, atone is a verb, something you do, to make amends, while repentant is an adjective describing how you feel. So for example, my sister's teasing became so hurtful, I threw a book at her. She dodged the book, but then the book slammed into my mom's expensive vase. I felt repentant immediately because I knew my mom would be upset with me for throwing an item at my 8-year-old sister, as well as breaking her vase. So when you feel repentant, sometimes you must atone. Atone, to make amends. Repentant, to feel guilty. Adjective. Number 5, and the final word, is subdue. Subdue is a verb, to bring under control, to quiet down, or to conquer. For example, the Alaska Fish and Game wildlife biologists have to subdue the female mountain goat with a tranquilizer so they can put a collar on her. The collar will allow them to learn about her, where she travels for food, what she eats, where she spends her winter foraging in the snow, and if she'll have a baby in the spring. Subdue. And that concludes our vocabulary for set 1 of Things Fall Apart. Make sure you turn in your notes, double check that they are complete for credit. If you have any questions, please ask Ms. Cassidy. Thank you.